So, this might be a bit of an unpopular opinion, but I don't think that survivors of gender based violence should serve any jail time when they kill their abusers in acts of self defense. Hi there, my name is Njiru, and I'm the host of Crime and Consequence KE, a true crime podcast where we tell the life stories of our victims, who they were, what happened to them, and why they still matter. In this week's episode, we look at the story of Sospeter Opiyo, who unfortunately died in July of 2022 after his wife stabbed him trying to defend herself from him. Sospeter had been known to be a very abusive husband, and it said at one point that he'd beaten Sylvia so bad that she was unable to leave her house for a week straight. Now, I know you're asking, why didn't you go to the police? Why didn't you report this? Sylvia had reported the abuse several times, and the police had not done anything. So, on this particular day, Sospita was insulting her, and he was beating her, and he was attempting to strangle her. And in her trying to escape, she falls down and stumbles over some utensils that were just outside the door. And she sees a knife and she picks it up and she's trying to use it to get him away from her. But when he sees her with a knife, he charges at her, and as they are struggling together for the knife, he ends up getting stabbed in the chest and unfortunately dies. So I break down the case in a lot more detail on my podcast. Just head on over to Spotify, Apple Podcast, Afreports, or Castbox and key in Crime and Consequence KE by Njiru. And I will say this, I don't think, because she was eventually convicted of manslaughter instead of murder, but I don't think that she deserved to sit in jail for 15 to 30 years for trying to save her life. It's very unfortunate that her husband died, but this was not an intentional killing. And I feel like that is one of the aspects that the courts kind of overlooked when they were giving her this manslaughter conviction, because I'm convinced that she should have gone home to be with her kids. But if you want to listen to the whole episode, as I say, just go and key in Crime and Consequence KE on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Afreports, or Castbox. And you can leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you agree or do you disagree with my conclusion and the judge's conclusion on this case? And I will see you on the next one. And don't forget to give me a 5-star rating and share the podcast with a friend of a friend of a friend. Bye.